Hello, 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 hello.
Well, hello. It's Monday. It's my favorite day.
How is everybody?
It's a good day. Today's a
I
good
know
day.
Connie's a little under the weather.
I'm sorry, y'all. You know what? There was no way I was going to miss today. All right. Because Mondays are my favorite days. So if I sound like a croaky frog or, or if I start coughing or look stupid, I told Linda just now, do I look bad? And she said, well, you just don't look the same. And I said, I look tired, right? That's usually what I look like when I'm sick. So that's bottom line there. All right. But it's all right. Cause you know what? I'm going to make it. I have to. I have to.
I have had a very busy day.
Well, tell us about your day.
Very busy day. Day started off with Ellie Mae,
Mm-hmm.
and then I had to take my mama to the store and to the bank
Mm-hmm.
and pay her bills. I
Mm-hmm.
left there with Ellie Mae, and I had to go pick up Poseidon and Zeus and pick them up from school and get them home and give them a snack. And then I had to run Poseidon off to soccer, and his soccer, where I had to take him, is about 45 minutes to 50 minutes away from here, my house. So I got home at 5 minutes to 7, and I still was able to pull it all together.
You know what? You're totally amazing. I know you're totally amazing. Wow. I Yeah, I took Mama to the good evening, KMM. How is my good friend?
I
Okay, so I took Mama to the grocery store. Okay, it was a complete circle
Yeah.
because I live in a little podunk town that only has two traffic lights.
Okay.
Seriously, I only have two traffic lights. So you go up one street and there's the post office, and then you go a little ways and there's the bank. Across the street is a grocery store. Then you go down Main Street. You wanted to go to the water company, which is right there, and then you come down the other street and that's her house. So we did a complete circle.
Well, that's good.
And then
So tell me, do you ever have lines at the bank?
no, no, we don't have. It depends on what time you go to the post office. If you go at noon to the post office, everybody's at lunch and they're doing their thing. But if you go earlier than noon, like in that mid shift, like 10 or uh 2 to 3, you can get in and out of the post office real quick too. And nobody's there. Yeah.
That's that small town living.
I love it. I love
I
it.
bet.
Because office. We have gotten to the point that we live in this fast paced world and everything's in a big hurry. Everybody's in a big hurry.
I
But
always
then
want.
you get to the point, yeah, no, okay, so then you get to the point that you're in a hurry, right?
Yeah,
And you've been in a big city and you know what the big city life is. So you're in a big hurry
right.
and you're moving and moving and moving and moving. And then you got the guy that's sitting they're just enjoying life and you want to go, would you put a fire under your butt? Because I
Right.
have all day. And you know what? That guy probably didn't even have high blood pressure. He's probably just enjoying life and makes me,
Right.
you know what? Maybe I need to be more like that guy.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I always wanted to I always wanted to live in a little area like do you remember Petticoat Junction?
Well, that's about the size of this place.
Yeah, I've always wanted to live in an area like that.
All right. Let me tell you something. This is no lie. Okay. You're from big city, right? So when I tell you that my grocery store has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 or 11. I'm going to give it, I'm going to be a little extra. I'm going to give it 12 aisles. And I think I'm being generous. I think it's only 10. That's my grocery store. That's our big grocery store. That's a Piggly Wiggly, and it's a little, and that's our grocery store. And telling you. KMM, I gotta ask you, what do you think of Hunter buddy pardon now? He's not guilty of anything anymore. He is free from everything. He didn't do anything wrong. His history has been erased of everything.
Even though he pled guilty and took a plea deal.
And
No, I forgot lipstick. Pardon me, people. I'm sorry. I guess I didn't make it in time.
Okay, well, see, okay, well, I'm going to go back to my own personal life for a few minutes. So this is my busy season because I do all kinds of things during Christmas season, y'all. And I've got a friend of mine that said, you make me some Christmas boxes and give me a price because I want to send them to my friends and family. All right, fine. So he got, see, don't you love it when your friends do all the work for you? You know, you're like, okay, so what? You want me to what? I don't even know what to charge for this stuff. And I am the world's worst at putting a price tag on everything because I bottom line everything so cheap that they're like, oh, we'll take 4 or 5 of those. And then I end up not making any money, but coming out. Okay, there you go. So.
But you'll pay top dollar for something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm stupid.
Right.
Okay, so he said, how much is it going to cost? And I said, well, I don't know. I've never priced out that kind of stuff. So between him and I, we came up with this price, and it's still below what you can get it on the internet for. So I'm doing 2 dozen cookies, homemade, 1 dozen of chocolate chip peanut butter chip, and 1 dozen peanut butter cookies for $30. And if you want me to ship it, it's $20 extra, so it's $50. But then I ship it wherever you want me to, right? And then candy, I have, remember the old glass candy? Okay. So it had, I put in, listen, I'm starting to get froggy. Are you hearing it? Cinnamon, spearmint, peppermint, and butterscotch, and English toffee with peanut brittle. That's in the other box, and it's $30 with $20 shipping. And he said, all right, I'm getting ready to put in my orders. And I thought, I think maybe I bit off more than I could chew. Maybe I don't feel like doing this after all because I'm a lazy ass. Maybe I don't want to do this. Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I got to give myself.
How much did he order?
Well, we haven't gone there, but I think that he's going to order 6 boxes. And so I'm putting it out there. If any of y'all want a box of either, just send me an email.
Pardon me.
Tell me what you want, and I'll ship it out because I got to do it anyway. So there you are. There you are. I promised I'd get it out there.
Donna.
And I got a, hey, Donna, how are you? Did you hear me about over here talking about my cookies and my candy? Anyway. Oh, my God.
See any long neck Any long neck aliens?
Oh my God, y'all.
Thank you, KMM.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I'm sorry.
Oh no,
I had to
y'all.
put that out there.
I'm gonna do me and Linda have decided. So you gotta hang with us and make sure y'all are you like and you're subscribed, because we lost somebody somewhere and I don't know who we lost or whatever because they don't tell us. But make sure you're liked and subscribed, because we're going to do the great reveal come January 1st. I think y'all are going to be kind of shock you. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. But until then,
We're going to take the mask off.
we're going to take the mask. We're going to take off the mask that has been, everybody's living in this mask world behind the mask. Yeah. So,
right.
Let's talk about old Hunter Buddy. Let's get into that for a minute. All right, so I think that Joe put everything on Hunter so that he could pardon him, so he could get himself out of trouble. So he could get himself out of trouble and his brother out of trouble.
Well,
But let's talk about that for a second. When in your life, I love it. I love these questions because, you're sitting there going, when in your life have you ever heard of somebody being pardoned for 10 years? I've heard of them being pardoned for an incident.
Right.
Or a crime.
Right.
But when in your life have you ever heard of somebody being pardoned for everything they've done in a 10-year period? And I mean everything they've done.
Yeah, that means there's no drug charges either.
No drug charges. The weapon charge is gone. But you know what kills me, y'all? Burisma. Let's think about that. Burisma is gone.
You guys you do realize that Hunter was looking at about 40 years. Because it was 25 years for one and 15 for the other two that he was found that pled guilty and took a plea deal.
I did, Donna. I included my time. So you got, this is what I'm gonna say, and I've been thinking about this. So Hunter has now been pardoned for everything he's ever done in 10 years. And I'm sure that covers James and Joe and whatever, whoever. Right. All the grandkids that have money that don't even know they have money, and everybody else.
Right.
And Joe pardoned. Is that not the most mafia thinking? I mean, that is a mafia deal there going on there. He must have learned that from Nancy.
And you know what? Here's the bad thing is that you can't even blame Joe's wife or Hunter's mom for being on him. Like, don't you let our son go to jail, because it's not even his mom.
No.
It's not even his mom.
You think that Jill really cared? I don't think Jill gave it.
I don't think Jill.
I don't think she cared. I'm going to tell you something. I saw that look on Jill's face when he was standing on the balcony, all higher than a cat, and she was rolling her eyes like you'd roll a rolling pin, and it was like, oh, Hunter, she's not very happy with you right now. So you know what? It wasn't Jill. I think the whole deal was to get himself have trouble.
And I
And
don't
I
believe,
believe that with all my heart.
and I read a thing that said he's been clean and sober for 5 years. How long ago was it that they found the cocaine in the White House?
It's been a couple of years, and they said that was Kamala's. But did you
Okay.
hear?
Okay, but what about when he was on the balcony all wigging out?
I love this. I love this. I got to put this out here. It wasn't very long ago. But you know what? I'm going to tell you something. Let's talk about this now. So, Kamala just came online not too long ago, a couple days ago. Now, I haven't seen it. Allegedly came online. I'm going to find it for y'all because today was a very busy day. But allegedly, Kamala came online drunker than a skunk and spewed all kinds of stuff. Just a couple days ago. She must have been hanging out with Nancy. I'm going to find it, y'all, and I'm going to share it with you. Oh, look it. Oh, my Goblin's on mission. I'm gonna find it and share it with you tomorrow, because you know what? I think that old Kamala is hanging out with Nancy a little bit too much, and I
got it right here. You want to see it?
Yeah, show it. You go ahead. You show it. You show these ladies. I think they'd love to see it. I haven't seen it yet.
All right.
Come on, Linda. You got this. Look at this. Oh, my itch, scratch. Oh, I'm over here just sitting here. You know what, Donna? I've drank orange juice and I've drank pineapple. I've been drinking all kinds of juice.
Okay, here we go.
I'm on to the grocery store and I'm taking antibiotics too. All right, sorry, I'll shut up.
Nope, that's okay. Here we go.
Okay. How come we're not hearing it?
I don't know. Why are they not playing it?
Let me see something here.
Okay, here.
All right.
Maybe this one will be better.
Okay. Yeah, I'm telling you. It's not showing it. Let me see. Oh, it's right here. Let me see. All right. This was, here we go. All right. Let me see.
Did you find it?
Yeah, hang on.
Find a different one?
Thanksgiving message to her supporters, and she has vowed that the fight is far from over. Here's more on the VP's next steps.
As long after a stunning electoral loss to Donald Trump, Vice President Kamala Harris has re-emerged. For weeks, Harris retreated from public view, spending time in Hawaii at a $1,300 a night luxury property.
All right, look.
The 5-bedroom villa owned by a scion of the Mandavi.
Never let anybody take your power from you. You have the same power that you did before November 5th. And you have the same purpose that you did. And you have the same ability to engage and inspire. So don't ever let anybody or any circumstance take your power from you.
Bleary-eyed and visibly weary, Harris sought to inspire resilience in the face of failure. "Have you been drinking?" actor Kevin Sorbo quipped in a reply. Another commenter snarked, "Why would you release a video in which she's this drunk?" While the message struck some as hollow, coming on the heels of a $1.5 billion campaign, electoral votes showed that Harris not only lost the popular vote, but failed to win a single swing state. And then came Karine Jean-Pierre, the White House press secretary, to the vice president's rescue. Jean-Pierre dismissed concerns about the optics, declaring the vacation was good for Harris.
Does it look bad for the vice president to go to Hawaii while DNC staffers are just wondering what they're going to do for
The
work?
vice president has taken time off to go spend time with her
Look at
family.
Greg
I don't think there's
Graham.
anything wrong with that. I think she deserves some time to be with her family and to have some downtime. She has worked
I
very
thought Obama's family was in Hawaii.
and
Well, there
her
they'll
taking
have
a couple of
a party
days
in
to
her
be with her family. Good for her. Good for her.
Now,
Oh,
not
look.
just the billion-dollar fund, but even her conspicuous absence from President Biden's post-election donor gala, nicknamed the Losers Party, has fueled speculation about her commitment to the party's future. At the November 22nd gala held in the White House's East Room, Biden tried to strike a jovial tone. "Good evening, everyone, and don't jump in the pool," he joked to a subdued audience. Despite musical performances and heartfelt toasts, the event was sparsely attended, with many top donors reportedly
wouldn't do
skipping out of
I'm gonna
embarrassment,
do that.
with Harris's campaign spending becoming a particular point of contention.
Since when is the East Room?
You and I are hosting
Yes.
tonight for a very simple reason. Say thank you. Thank you to so many dear friends. We began this journey to redeem the soul of the nation and to find the light in the darkness.
I think it put the
Bill and I
darkness in the light.
Never could have gotten to where the White House has become without you. Serving as President of the United States has been the honor of my life. But while our time and office is coming to an end, our cause endures. That's because this is the journey of America. America, the America of our dreams, is calling us to stay engaged, to never give up, to keep going, to keep the faith.
While Democrats insist that Harris is regrouping
All right. So y'all know that Harris is drinking a little bit too much. We all know it. And we know that she's drank a little bit too much from day one. That ain't no big thing. You know, nobody likes to lose. I'm telling you, nobody likes to lose. But I got a bigger problem with a 10-year pardon. I want to know.
Pardon him. Why didn't you just pardon him for those two things?
Well, pardon me. I'd like to know what he's pardoning, other than the illegal weapons and
Right.
what all are we going to pardon here in the 10 years that you're not telling us? You're just saying you're giving me a time frame. What
Right.
all is on that list? What all did he do?
What are all the pardons that you pardoned him on
Right.
that we don't know about?
Right, because you know that Trump is going to pardon the J6ers. All right, well, I'm with him there. I'm with him 100%. It's a
agree.
one-time event. January 6th, a one-time event. It's a blanket pardon. You're right. So what is that blanket covering there? While our January 6ers sit in prison and have been there for 4 years, 4 years.
You know what that's pardoning?
What all is he pardoning?
He's pardoning everything that's going to come out about the Ukraine.
Yep. All the billions of dollars that he has embezzled for his daddy and his family. All the billions. And y'all, I'm not talking about a million. Okay, I ain't talking $1 million. I'm talking billions.
And it's not just 1 billion or 2 billion.
No,
We're
it's
talking
billions.
billions, like tens of billions.
They all hid it under 13 businesses that Joe Biden has never been a businessman, never owned a business. He's been either a senator or some kind of politician his whole life.
Right. And, you know,
Yeah, she did. She lied right out her tush because you know what? He's pardoning everything the man has done since 2014. That's a lot of pardon in there. I mean, come on, y'all. It
you know what?
no horse sense to figure out that why would you pick a time frame?
But you know what? He loved his son. He's not going to pardon his son. And here he is.
He's pardoning everything. Pardoning everything. Pardon me, Joe.
So it's just, let me think of the word, more lies.
Yeah.
It has been shoved down our throat for 4 years. It's just lies on lies on lies on lies.
All right. So now I'm going to tell you something else. You know, I like to squeak in a little bit of extra stuff sometimes. You know, I told you in a video that there were a few people I wasn't too happy with Trump picking. And maybe it's because he's planning on bringing out the bad in him so that everybody can see it. I don't know. But I'm going to tell you this. I did a deep dive and I found out, does the name Scott Bessent ring any bells to anybody?
Scott Bessent?
Mm-hmm. It's Scott Bessent, Besset. He is a very wealthy man. He's a financial person, right? This is who Trump has decided to put in charge of our treasury. All right. I checked out Scott Bessent. Scott Bessent might as well have crawled himself in bed with George Soros. But you know what? Here we go. If you get to looking at George Soros, who is George Soros not in bed with?
Right.
You know, and I'm thinking.
But was that before?
Just recently, and he was very thick into BlackRock. So
is Trump trying to take them down?
See, that's okay. So that's what I'm telling you. That's the way I feel inside. And you know what? I don't usually don't get this feeling for any other reason, but I'm sitting back and I'm watching some of his picks and I'm thinking, Trump, this was your downfall last time. You surrounded yourself, you know, we love you, but you surround yourself with some people that aren't so great. And they were your downfall last time. Please don't do that again. But something tells me that this time I'm going to pull you up here in the spotlight so I can pull the rug out from under you. And I think this is what's going to happen this time, y'all.
I think
so. Pray with me there because I think, and I'm hoping that I am right because we can't go through another. Yeah, putting the dirty people in positions to watch them. What do they say? What's the old cliche? Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer.
Absolutely.
So we can, and I think this is where we're at with some of this stuff.
I think so.
But I saw another thing that was kind of interesting that, this digital money thing that they want to do, which is fine, whatever, but you're not going to scan my iris. Okay. I ain't going there. You're not going to scan my iris. You're not going to take my DNA. We're not going to go there. In fact, I still have a problem with them taking my fingerprint when I get my driver's license. So
You have to do your fingerprint when you get your driver's license?
Texas, you do. Yes, ma'am.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. But you're not going to scan my iris and hook it to my bank so that when I go to the grocery store, they scan me.
No.
We ain't going there. We ain't going there.
Well, I think they kind of might have given up a little bit on doing the whole microchip because too many people pushed back against that.
Right? So this is their new one. This is the newest thing. And it's already happening in different countries. All right, so let's go here. So in China, they have cameras all over that are monitoring people with the social crediting.
Yeah, right.
They don't like you, and they scan you, and you may not be the people they want around. You're banned from going to the grocery store.
Right.
All over everywhere just because.
Right.
Now, y'all, I don't want that to happen to us here.
No.
I mean, we're the land of the free, not the land of here. Intimidate me, scan me, do my DNA, and don't let me go to the grocery. How could you not let me go to the grocery store, for God's sake? My mama goes to the grocery store, and I know it for a fact 3 times a week. Because I go to her.
How can you tell me what to spend my money on?
This is the thing right here. This is what we're talking about. This is what we're talking about. They want to inch a little bit more of our freedom away. Here, let me take this. Let me take this. Let me take a little bit of this here. You know what? Let me. Okay. I laughed, and y'all, when I tell you, there are words on YouTube that you're not allowed to say, and if you say them,
right.
And I can say whatever I want to because my channel ain't monetized. So you know what? Whatever. Right now it's not. But so I listened to one of my people I listened to, and he said, so if you are somebody, that makes you an R word. I laughed all the way down the hallway because I thought, there's a lot of R words.
Right? Hello.
When we have to start talking in code, this is ridiculous. This is the sign. It's like what was that guy's name that said, "Where's your sign?"
Oh, that was one
comedian.
of the comedian. Yeah.
Where's your sign? This is your sign.
From the blue collar comedian. Jeff, not Jeff. I'm thinking of somebody else.
Bill.
No, Bill Inval.
Yes. Yep. Here's your sign. Here's your sign. Don't say the R word. Don't say the S word. Don't say the whatever. Well, for God's sake, what can you say? Are we going to start talking in Pig Latin now or what?
You damn near have to.
So I think here's my great revelation for Monday. Ready, guys? I'm gonna start a distraction. Look over here.
Right.
And I'm gonna do what I want to over here.
Right.
And you're going to be too busy looking over here at Diddy and people that are leaving and celebrities leaving from Hollywood and all these people. And I'm going to be over here doing my, you know what? It's like the Wizard of Oz. Ignore that man behind the curtain.
Right. Right.
That's exactly the way I feel that our government's doing us right now. And if you guys think I'm wrong, just look at it. It's all over everywhere. All this crazy stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Linda, what have you learned? You tell me what you've learned in this wonderful distraction of Diddy doing this and Diddy doing that, and celebrities leaving, and Ellen is doing this, and Ellen has been seen in the
Oh yeah, I mean, how come all of a sudden Ellen comes popping up? You know, didn't she slither into a hole a while back? She should stay in that slithered hole.
right.
And they're saying she and Portia are looking horrible. Well, you think?
They probably
Don't you think they're all looking kind of horrible right now?
All right. Let me explain to you guys, which you guys probably don't. I know Linda does, but I'm going to tell you all if you don't know. Are you guys familiar with what is called adrenochrome and what it is and how they get it? And if you're not, just tell me. I'll be more than happy to tell you, because it is disturbing.
And it's real.
And it is totally real, because I can show you proof that it is totally real. So tell me if you know what it is. Tell me if you know all about it, because I can tell you what Nancy Pelosi has spent her money on it.
And you know what? And you know where this brings me back to? Do you remember that movie back in the 80s? Death Becomes Her?
Mm-hmm.
With Goldie Hawn and Glenn Close? Wasn't Glenn Close. Who was that?
I never saw the movie, I don't think.
It had Goldie Hawn and it had Bruce Willis. And it wasn't Glenn Close. It was the other one. Oh, my goodness.
All right. Let me tell you
anyway,
what. I'm going to let you.
It goes back to the 80s. And they were telling you something back then.
Right. Right. And you know what? We all just like, oh, it is all science fiction. All right. Let me tell you what adrenochrome is, guys. When somebody scares you and your heart starts beating real fast, it's called adrenaline, right? It is a hormone that goes up your spine. It is really, truly a liquid that goes up your spine that makes your heart race real fast. All right? An adult.
Especially in children.
Right. And you can, well, see, here's the thing. You can scare a child quicker than you can scare an adult, right? Their adrenaline runs faster than an adult. And they go in and they torture and scare these children. And then they take their needle and they go into their spine and they pull out this adrenaline. It's called adrenochrome. And they pull it from their spine and they sell it for $2,500 a cc. And then these other people inject it into their self to keep themselves young.
Or drink it.
Now, let me tell you something. This ain't no fountain of youth. This has nothing to do with Ponce de Leon or anybody else. There is no, I hate to pull the rug out from everybody, but there is no fountain of youth. It may make you look young, but those old organs are still aging inside. Don't make you any younger inside. It just makes you look and appear younger. My thing about all this is, who was sick enough to have figured this out?
Well, that to me would have to be drizzled down somewhere from the devil worshiping. Somebody had to figure it out. My thing, what I'm thinking is children's sacrifices, and then when they drank the blood, that's how it got figured out. That's my guess. That is my guess. I mean,
We're
I
not-
could be wrong.
what was it? We're not by ourselves anymore. We're not alone anymore. Y'all, this is crazy world. This is a crazy world we're living in. And Ishtar and Baal are having a ball.
Oh yeah.
And, you know, these people that when you talk to them and you go, do you know what adrenochrome is? Do you know what they're doing to our babies? Do you know how many times? You know why? Okay. Drug trafficking was the number one crime in the United States at one time. Now, and then second was weapons, guns and everything, right? All right. Well, guess what took over guns and stuff? Humans. And the thing, and it will soon, if we don't do something about it, it's going to soon be number one. Because let me tell you something.
Yep.
You can take one hit of heroin and it's gone within a few hours. Or one thing of fentanyl, it's gone within a few hours. But do you know how many times you can reuse a child? It's sickening when you think of it that way.
Well, yeah.
And how much money you can make.
Well,
It's
yeah.
sickening. Ask Diddy, I'm sure he knows.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, old Goldie Hawn. And you know what? I had a picture. I'm going to tell you. I had a picture of Nancy Pelosi in the early 90s or whatever. And then I had a picture of her in the 2020s. And you'd think that woman was not the same woman. She'd
Right.
lost about 20 years.
Right. Right. I mean, we all age through time,
Sure.
but you can take a picture from me from 20 years ago and still know it's me.
Sure.
Yeah, a little more wrinkles under the eyes, whatever, but not that dramatic.
No. And you know, look at Demi Moore. Now I know that she's had surgery, plastic surgery, but that don't even look like Demi Moore anymore.
No, a lot of them look totally different. They're like almost unrecognizable.
They are. You know what? They are vampires. And you know, when I was studying about it and stuff, I thought, and Ponce de Leon was looking for the fountain of youth, and it was in his backyard. He never even knew it.
Right.
Isn't it sick? Guys, isn't it sick? Even think that somebody had the mind to wrap their head around something like that?
Right.
I'm sorry. My brain don't work like that. They just don't.
I mean, I don't understand how, okay, you want to be rich and famous, so okay, whatever. You do this and do that. But how does it creep into your brain to do this? Like, you're a normal person. Like, say for instance, you or I, okay? We're normal people. And then all of a sudden somebody discovers us in Hollywood. How would it creep? How would they get it into our brains to do this?
Well, let me tell you.
When we know that it's wrong. So what?
That almighty dollar. You know what? Money's always been evil and wicked.
But I understand that. But it still doesn't make sense to me that you would just keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it.
Well, you only do it the one time.
Totally warped.
You only do it the one time, and then they hold you accountable. This is where they blackmail you. All right, so you're sitting there, and they say, all right, you know what? If you just do it this one time, I'm going to give you your own actress and contract or whatever, and I'm going to make you a millionaire, and you can have any car you want. And you'll never have to worry about money again. You can take care of your family, and you can take care of everybody around you, and you'll never have to worry about a thing ever again. All you got to do is this one time, and you think, One time. One time. And so you go ahead and you do it the one time, right? And then the next time they go, well, you know what? We got you on tape now. If you don't do it again, we're going to turn around and we're going to put you out there so everybody can see what you've done.
See, that's what I'm getting at, is what joy do they get out of watching you do it? You know what I'm saying? It boggles my mind.
It's the power of control. Everybody wants control.
It boggles my mind.
It's sick. It's no different. It's no different than any of these other, Tiny Dancer had himself a power struggle, and now he's getting his butt whooped. If it wasn't for Biden and his little power struggle, he wouldn't. Tiny Dancer wouldn't be as far ahead as he is.
Right.
And then you got old Rocket Man over there thinking he was all something, and then when Trump called his card, right, he had to back off. But it's all about power. Everybody wants to control the world. Everybody wants to control. Diddy wanted to control Hollywood.
The music industry, especially.
Everything he could get a hold of. Here's the thing. If you didn't want control, why would you film it?
Right. There's a reason they're filming it.
So they have the evidence in their hands that says, oh, by the way, you know what? Justice was served today. Justice was served today. Do you know what old Miss Sarah Boone got?
What?
She got life. And I'm going to tell you what, if you ever get a chance to go back and see the sentencing, she got to get on the stand and talk. And that speech she made was the carbon copy of a narcissist. It was unbelievable. It was verbatim what a narcissist would say.
Right.
It was all about how he had done all these things to her and she loved him, but she let him do, and she went down the line on everything that he had ever, and my stab wound that's in my leg, every time I look at it, I think of him. Really? You're going to bring that up right now? You're going to jail, lady. She should have taken her plea deal. She would have gotten 15 years, but instead she had to fight it. And, did you really, KMM? See, that's what I'm telling you. It's all about control. Here, I'll help you. I'll get you in the Olympics. You'll be skating for what is the big skaters? What are they have that one thing that does their tour?
It used to be the Ice-Capades.
There you go. Here, I'm going to help you.
I don't even know. Do they still even have the Ice-Capades, KMM?
I don't even know, but you know what? I'm sure that's about the time that she was doing her thing. So there you go. It's like, here, I'll have you part of the Ice-Capades, and you'll make over $1 million. Just come over here. Yes, ma'am. Told you what to eat, weigh, daily. Yeah, see, there you go. It's all about control, y'all. It's all about control. Yeah. Disney on Ice.
It is Disney on Ice now. Okay. That's what I thought, but I wasn't sure. And I didn't want to say something and it not be right. I thought that's who kind of took over the Ice-Capades. Because I remember that was a big thing back when I was a kid, the Ice-Capades. I went to them a couple times.
Well, was it the Mickey Mouse Club, another thing that they told them all what to do and how to do it, where to do it, and everything else?
Well, I mean, the kids, yeah.
So here's the thing. It's all about Disney, right?
Now it is.
Because I'm finding Disney has a whole lot to do with a whole lot of stuff going on.
Absolutely. And if Disney isn't careful, it's going to go down because it's so damn expensive. You can't even take a family there anymore. If you want to take a family of 4 to Disney, which I find is absolutely positively ridiculous, but if I'm not mistaken, I think it's like $120 for anybody over the age of 2. Now, you want to tell me how a 2-year-old gets $120 worth of anything at Disney? So to go to one park for one day, it's going to cost a family of 4 $500. So if you want to go to 2 parks or 3 parks, now you're looking at almost $2,000 by the time there, and the food is ridiculous. The price of food there is ridiculous. So you're looking just to go to say you want to go to 2 parks with a family of 4 for 2 days. It's going to cost you at least $1,500 to $1,700 by the time you buy the kids their junk food that they want to snack on, and you buy them their souvenirs. And that's not including the hotel. That's not including the airfare to get there. You are looking at least $5,000 for 3 or 4 days in Disney. It's $1,000 a day.
That's
Which is, it is insane. It is insane. It's absolutely insane.
Look, it got better. The ice cap ads went bankrupt because of being sued. Well, see, you know what came?
Right.
And you know, one of the people that are running and fleeing the country is old LeBron James. Mr. James shouldn't have had that French maid outfit made.
What
Really had it made. There ain't one for 7-foot person sitting around anybody's.
watch for another NBA player, Dwight Howard.
Well, there you go.
And that's another one to watch for.
You know, we ain't making all this stuff up, and it's all been right here in our face.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, it's been right here in our face, and we just let it go because you know what? We didn't think much of it.
Right.
They had it hidden so well, or well, I don't know if they had it hidden as much as we were all so busy that we just didn't pay much attention.
Well, and that's what it was, actually. They put it right in your face. But there was so much going on all around you. So it's like, we can put this right in your face,
And you'll never see it.
and you're never going to see it. Never going to see it. And that's what happened. They put it right in our face. It was there. It was there all along. But our eyes were wide shut, open.
Yep.
Think
And
about
now
that.
they're wide open, and we're looking around going, holy moly, look what these people are doing. You know what? They put that thing out.
How did
and,
we get here?
well, I don't know if you guys get the alert on your phone, but we get it all the time. 13-year-old white female missing such and such place, blah, blah, blah. All these Amber Alerts. Y'all get these Amber Alerts?
We don't get Amber Alerts here.
Oh my God, my phone blows up with Amber Alerts all the time. Every
don't get
day
Amber.
we got Amber Alerts. Kids that are missing, kids that are missing. You know, and it's like, you know what? I got news for you.
But then you have
You know what? You got to repeat yourself. You froze up there for a minute.
you are down by the border, and you do have all those illegals that are passing through. So I can see why you would have so many Amber Alerts.
Well, old Tom Holman is spending a lot of time down here, I'll tell you. And let's talk about something here. Speaking of that, you know, that president of Mexico, she is definitely in control by the cartel and scared to death. And she said, I never talked to Trump. I never talked to Trump. When good, you know, doggone good and well, she talked to Trump.
Well,
But
yeah,
the cartel heard it and said, "You better get on there and say you didn't talk to him."
right.
I know. Do you hear them over here? The little buggers are over here fussing and fighting. You know what they're fighting about? Hey, man, let me tell you what they're fighting about. They're fighting because those kittens are out on my porch. I got 5 minutes. You talk real quick. Let me see if I can round one up. Not the kittens. I'll never be able to round one of them up for you, but I could round up one of these.
I thought you were going to round up a kitten.
Oh, shoot. They run the minute I open the door.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Yeah, you got to love her little fur babies. They're so cute. So, yeah. And that's where we're at, you guys. I mean, they did it. They keep doing it right blatantly in our faces. And that what they're doing is, in my opinion, what they're doing is that they're putting all of this stuff out there and right in front of our faces because we have no power to do anything. They say we the people and the Constitution, this and the how do we ever take back control unless we have somebody like Trump in there? Because this country's so far gone, we've got to get it turned back around because we have no control. We have no control over anything, nothing. I mean, if we want to we can't even oust a president when we think he's the most horrible president there is that we've ever had. We can't get him out of office but yet we can vote him in office, but we can't get them back out of office. What kind of craziness is that? What kind of craziness is that? I for the life of me can't understand it, and I think that a whole lot of laws should and need to be changed. I really do. I really think that we need to change some laws somewhere because, and just like you should be able to fire congressmen, you should be able to fire senators. Why can't we? If we vote them in, why can't we vote them out? And not in 4 years. Why can't we be like, hey, you're fired, get out of here? I don't understand it. And to me, there's a flaw in that whole part of it. Yeah, we do. We need a complete and total overhaul. Because it makes no sense to me. They say you have the power to put people in, but you have no power to take them out. And that's not right. That's not right at all. I mean, look at where we're at. And it can't be just for silly reasons either. Look at what Biden did. Why can't the people impeach him? Why can't the people impeach him?
All right, look.
Here he is. There's the babies.
It's debut.
There's the babies.
This is girl. This is Missy. Say hi, Missy. And this is Benny, who thinks he's a Great Dane. And he's like, hello. I don't have time for this. Y'all want to stand up here and show you're too short. Sorry. Y'all, you're too short. Even if you stand up, you're too short. Say hi.
Then he's like, no, you're embarrassing me.
No, you're making me mad. Yeah. I had to chase them down. Now it looked like 10 miles bad road. One was over here and the other one was over there. They're like, what? What are you coming after us for? What do we do?
Right? We're just having a peaceful old time.
What rodeo was what? Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm telling you what. Speaking of rodeo, okay, so I have like a foyer outside my house. When you first come up, it's like a overhang or whatever. And I have these pots that are out there, and that's where the kittens want to hang out.
Aw.
Hang out in these pots, and I put these silk flowers in there so I don't have to grow them. So I put these fake flowers in there. Oh, they look so pretty. Well, they ain't looking so pretty anymore because kittens are tearing them up. And
Oh, I bet.
you go out there and it's dark and you open up the door and it's like, oh, it's like all these kittens jump out of and there's 7 of them.
Wow.
There's 7 of them. I don't know where the other 2 came from. They just showed up.
Wow.
All right, y'all. It's that time. Tomorrow, hopefully, I'll feel better. You know what? This is what happens to you when you take NyQuil. You take NyQuil and you think, you know what? It's going to make me sleep. I didn't sleep 1
Right.
minute last night.
Right.
Not 1 minute last night.
Right. And I think tomorrow we were going to do something. We were going to look into the one world government.
Oh, I did say that. I did want to do that. So tune in tomorrow, y'all, because I want us both to do, and you know, Linda's by far better than I am, but we're going to do a dive into who wants this one world government.
And do y'all know what multipolar is?
No, tell us.
Think of that for tomorrow.
Oh, you're not going to tell
What
us?
a multipolar government would be. It is a thing.
Really?
It is a thing. Multipolar.
Huh.
Yes.
All right, y'all. Well, I guess I'm going to have to do my homework.
We'll talk about that tomorrow.
While I'm cooking bacon tomorrow. Well, no, maybe I won't bake tomorrow. Maybe I'll wait till Friday or Thursday. Thursday's a good day. All right, y'all. It's over an hour. Love y'all.
Thank you for joining. Like and subscribe.
And make sure you're still subscribed because they like to kick people off. Love you. And I will see you
Tomorrow.
and the rest of y'all tomorrow. Have a nice night.
Bye.
Good night.